Hey everybody, this is Nancy Norbeck with this week's Creative Pep Talk. And I wanted to talk this week about energy because I don't think we've talked about it very much and we probably haven't talked about it enough. And I don't mean energy in a woo-woo new age sense. I mean it in the sense of where your creative energy leads you. More specifically, a lot of people will talk about, oh, I have a couple of different things that I want to do and I don't know which one to work on. Well, which one is pulling your energy? Where does your energy want you to go? Which one do you have the energy for on a given day? My answer to people who ask me that question is usually follow your energy. And the reason is that, our energy is speaking to us because if a project is calling to us on a certain day, then our inspiration and all, I'm trying not to repeat the word energy over and over again, but all of what is in us that we have to give to something, and we may define it as energy, we may define it as something else, is moving us in that direction for a reason, because for some reason on that particular day, we have more to give to that project than we do to the other ones. Why would we force ourselves to work on something else that we aren't feeling so drawn to on a particular day or at a particular time when we've got all that energy drawing us into a different thing, right? It's kind of like if you have all of the ingredients to bake something, or it doesn't have to be baking, but to make something that is in our fridge, it's ready to go. Why go to a whole lot of trouble to do something else? Now, obviously, if it's a special occasion or whatever, then that's a little bit different. But when the thing is there and all the pieces are in place and everything is ready to go into that, and we are ready to put our energy and our attention into that, why not do it? Why make things harder for ourselves than they have to be? I'm really pretty sure, and I don't have data on this, but I'm really pretty sure that when we make things harder on ourselves than they have to be, and in our culture, we tend to do this a lot, and some of us are actually trained in various ways, intentional and otherwise, to do this a lot because we're told that we shouldn't do the easy things, that we grow up or specifically taught that things have to be hard. And when we do that, we train ourselves out of following the path of what actually works easiest. And then we train ourselves to make things harder on ourselves than they actually have to be. And I really think that when we do that, we disconnect with our own sense of what's working and what we are feeling called to do in any particular moment. And we make it harder for us to feel that sense. And we may even disconnect from it to such an extent that we lose touch with it completely. And then we end up really stuck. So I'm really a fan of saying, where am I feeling pulled today? I'm going to follow that pull today. And it doesn't even have to be a creative thing, right? Sometimes you wake up and you just say, you know what? Today's the day I'm going to tackle that junk room. Today is the day I'm going to reorganize that part of my closet that has been a disaster for a long time. Today is the day I'm going to sit down and do my taxes. It applies everywhere. And especially if it's the thing that you've been avoiding for a while, because I have moments like this where I've been telling myself, I ain't doing that thing. Whether it's getting the snow off my car the other day when I was like, no, I'm going to wait until later in the day when it's warmer. I didn't wait until later in the day because suddenly some part of me really just wanted to go take care of it. So I did. I didn't know why. It seemed a little strange, but I wasn't going to argue with it. Let's just go do it. Be done with it. It doesn't have to be a creative thing. It's stuff all around us. But when you have that impulse, it's not always a bad thing to follow it. Sometimes it's a really good thing. Those impulses are there for a reason. And a lot of the time, we're trained not to listen to our impulses. We're trained not to listen to our instincts. I think we should listen to them more often. So when you have that impulse and that instinct that says, I want to work on this thing today, And you may not even think of it as work. It may be, I want to play with this project today. Listen to it. Follow that energy, follow the impulse, and see what happens. I'm pretty sure the more you do this, the more those impulses are going to lead you in the right direction. So, as always, give it a try, see what happens. Let me know. I'm always very curious. And with that, I'll see you next time.